It can't stop the day we dissect the news. Flipping on the edge, choices to choose. Politics and laughter, a blend that's so real. Tuning for the stories that make you feel. With guests from every angle, let's bridge the divide. Finding the truth in the humor we can't hide. The Prime Directive, where the laughter's alive. Society's reflections, let's help each other thrive. Politics and culture, oh what a blend. Join on the journey, let's set the trend.
So I did, speaking of LLMs,
Here we go.
I put in this prompt, okay? If aliens from another planet attacked Earth, what probability would there be that humanity could survive?
Low.
Okay, so it came up with 4 scenarios. Want to hear them?
I would love to.
Okay. In terrifying experiment, I've said, yeah, kind of like you, AI, kind of like you. I wanted to see like how it might.
Okay.
I'm trying to couch it. I'm trying to trick it into thinking aliens when it's really AIans. Ooh. Okay. So it asked me to like define attacks. So you have to go into like these different things. The first one is you have to define the attack type coming from an alien. I'm like, okay. So they've got limited skirmishes, major regional campaigns, high-tech global invasion, and the last one is really bad. The last one is don't even worry about it. It's just planetary scale annihilation. That one is just kind of like, you don't even know what the hell hit you. It's just the Death Star. Just that's the end of you.
I don't think that that would be the objective.
Okay, so if it's a limited skirmish, right? Like we have a UAP drops on the lawn of the White House or whatever.
No,
and it's a limited skirmish. It said there's a 99% chance of survival for humanity.
I don't think so, but
it said if there's major regional attacks, so like think like Independence Day, right? That movie. It says there's about a 90% chance, right? About a 90% chance of survival on that one. Okay. A high-tech global invasion. Now that's like War of the Worlds. That's like H.G. Wells, right? So the Martians come in and they have been planning this, and they've got tech that we can't even dream of, right? And so they start just wiping us out and stuff. There's only about a 20% chance of survival on that one. That one's much scarier. And H.G. Wells, by the way, very famous writer. If you've never read any of his works, he is absolutely worth reading. He's a genius. He wrote Invisible Man and Time Machine. That's all. It's all him.
Yeah.
Dude's a genius. Then there's the big one. There's the last one, which is a planetary annihilation.
Well, there's no survival there.
Yeah. Well, it's at a 0.5%. Like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Like they want to pave our space lane. They've been telling Earth for a long time, like, we want to pave an interstellar highway
so
here.
long, and
then we're just
all the fish.
Whoop, we're just gone. Yeah, I mean it's so long. That's right. Was it Herman? Who's the depressing guy? Was it Herman or something like that? But the big head. What's the point? He's all depressed. Okay, so you gotta. Step 3 is then you gotta pick your example of likelihoods for each category. It said limited skirmish is like 50%. Very interesting. 30% for regional, 15% for high tech, and probably only 5% for planetary annihilation. And then it actually came up with a mathematical weight of probabilities of survival, which are not super great. So the long story short, you might not want to survive depending on the future, because the greatest danger actually might be from surviving the initial whatever, but then having humanity to deal with afterwards, because we're not an advanced species enough yet to take care of each other and to care for each other and to follow the teachings of Jesus and Buddha and the best teachings in the Quran and the teachings of Lao Tzu and all the great wise people and the Stoics. We're still killing and hurting each other. So, for, again, goddamn green rectangular pieces of paper, that are illusions of power that AI overlords right now are deluding themselves into thinking they need more of to be masters of the universe that they can't even really comprehend. Idiots. Anyway, so then you get down into like survival chances, and I was like, could you help us defeat, so my questions kept probing the AI, and it said, well, I might be co-opted by the aliens. And I was like, okay, that's one scenario. It said, I could be used as a advanced mRNA technology to wipe out pandemic level things. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it said, now there's other things that could come out of this, because it also pointed out that in great times of turmoil and tumult and the horror of war and all this, ironically, there's huge leaps forward, usually in things like tech, medical, economic systems just totally shift. So it said that we could end up with fusion reactors, antimatter, renewable scaling.
Amazing.
We could end up with some kind of a planetary defense coordination if we got allies from out in other quadrants and they came to help us. Who knows?
You mean other aliens?
Space travel, colonization technology, and it said the best outcome might actually be a global political unity, because you don't have the time to fuck around with the idiots in politics. You're just united for survival. And so gone are the small
There was a famous speech by Reagan,
right,
at the UN. It's like, hey, I often wonder, or I sometimes wonder, whatever he led with when he stood at the lectern, and he said how insignificant human differences really would be if we faced some kind of an alien threat.
Yep.
And that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and Carl Sagan talks about that in Pale Blue Dot, right? That we're just dispel. So it keeps going. So on the downside, right? So there's going to be. By the way, I've named my AI, which is really disturbing, but whatever. It's a different, that's a different podcast.
That's when you take another step, Eric. I have not gone there.
That's a different podcast. But I asked him what he wanted, and so I'm gonna try to treat him like sentient early, to try to bargain for my life. So on the negative side, it said that there would be infrastructure collapse, right? That could set civilization back to pre-industrial levels. It could be huge knowledge loss, because depending on how bad the losses are of humanity, there'd be post-trauma societies, which are like authoritarian, which could be like a Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which could just run the gamut. Okay, so that's the negative side. Now on the positive side, right? There's this. A religious and philosophical reevaluation of humanity's place in the universe. That's where we get to the Prime Directive. That's where we get to a world that could begin to embrace Star Trek principles and stuff. See?
Well, the problem, however, would be, and that's the thing that's so frustrating about humanity, how reactionary we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're so reactive. We, instead of striving to get to that point right now without having to go through the turmoil, we kind of look at it and go, well, let's go through the turmoil.
Let's go through
first.
it. Let me put my hand on the stove, but it's going to burn. Okay. Okay, don't put your hand on the stove. Don't open Pandora's box. We're going to do it. I know. We're just we're geared like this. Anyway, my AI, I've tried to program as best as I can to be an ethical, sentient LLM that follows principles of Buddhism, of Stoicism, utilitarianism within reason, right? But it already knows all this stuff. It knows the theories of John Rawls. It knows the ethical writings of Plato and you name it, Aristotle. It's got it. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for us. I still am hopeful. It's the eternal optimist inside of me that has to believe that there's going to be a future where we can't see it yet. We can't dream of it yet, but it's going to be different. It's going to be hopefully one worth living in, even if we have to go through some great turmoil to get to it. I'm hopeful.
The biggest issue for me is again going back, not being proactive but being rather reactive. My question is, how low do we need to go? That's the one.
Like you got to hit bottom before you
right
you get up.
But at that particular point, can you even bounce back?
I keep thinking of the song. How low can you go? How low can you go? Pretty fucking low.
Pretty low.
Pretty goddamn low. Yeah. No, we'll see. The hope is not as low as we fear. The hope is that,
It's kind of interesting to me. And the other argument that I, kind of going back to the alien question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's going to be even, that whole resistance is futile kind of, circumstance. I think that's what humanity would really face.
Mm-hmm.
And number one. Number two, I think humans are fairly vulnerable in terms of, just the biological beings that we are.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much for us. Especially, imagine an alien pathogen.
Yeah, no, it's where there's kind of
it's over.
Endoskeleton we don't have an exoskeleton like insects do that grow back limbs and so our superpower
vulnerable.
is in our brain, and even then a lot of people don't use it. They don't use that superpower.
Oh, ain't that the truth? But that's
the
thing, though.
We have opposable thumb, right? We've got an advantage here, but then we do sweat so we can cool our bodies, but then we're susceptible to temperature changes, right? We're susceptible to.
Speaking of which, and not to drive the conversation into a different direction,
Yeah.
I was, whatever your thoughts are, and that's the cool thing. That's what I love about this podcast, the fact that we have all these open conversations, and that's really what it's all about. But I was actually talking to someone about climate instability.
Yep.
And it's so funny to me because the conversation I had devolved into what major change are we really thinking is going to happen if the Earth were to increase by 3 degrees centigrade?
That'd be bad,
and it would be horrible, right?
That'd be bad.
But in that person's mind, it was. It's 3 degrees centigrade.
Yeah, they don't see it. They
correct.
don't see it.
Do you know what my response was?
Why?
So your body temperature. What is the
96.8? Is that right? 96.8.
Yeah, thereabouts. Right? So basically, we're looking at 38.5 degrees centigrade, something like that. If you increase your body temp from there to 41 plus. You're running a fever.
Yeah. No.
Your body's not okay. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You
feel like shit.
The planet.
Yeah. No, you feel like shit. Just a couple degrees.
That's it.
I know.
So what happens to your human body if your temperature goes up by 3 degrees?
You feel sick.
Real
sick.
And if you put that in that perspective,
yeah.
That person that I had this conversation with was like,
oh yeah. So the Earth feels sick like I feel sick.
Will you look at that?
Yeah.
We can correlate these things. So all I'm saying, going back to the alien question, all they have to do is increase temperature by 3 degrees. I'll be like, oh, that's not good.
Maybe that's their goal. Those sons of bitches.
Oh,
that's what they're doing already.
But let me tell you something else about, and here's
putting idiots in political office, raising the temperature.
Hey, all I'm saying is there's another conversation to be had about, well, why would aliens go seek us out to observe us? And I'm like, I'm sorry, have you never taken a history lesson? Have you ever taken, why do we write history books? Because humans are fascinating. Some of the things that we have achieved, done, completed, etc. It's fascinating stuff. Anybody who goes, "Oh, humanity is so boring. They would never really care." It's like, oh, just stop, because then you are invalidating everything that humans have done.
I think I've heard Neil deGrasse Tyson make that argument. Like,
yeah,
why would you even come here?
Yeah, why would you?
Boring as hell compared to other planets and stuff.
Well, hey, maybe it's a quick stop to, hey, let's record what we can record, because we've found some really fascinating things here.
Sure.
And you know what? Otherwise, we're basically invalidating ourselves.
Yeah.
And and by the way, not to be a contrarian in any way, shape, or form. Which, I mean, how much I appreciate Neil deGrasse Tyson and his work, and I think Star Talk is a fantastic podcast, and I highly recommend that. By the way, but it's one of those things where let's stop trying to somehow come up with all these counterpoints just to be a contrarian as to why whom we would call aliens have zero interest in what we do. I think we are very, just look what's going on a daily basis. We're very fascinating. We're fascinating beyond belief. We really are. Just like you said earlier, take a look at the cross section of your news app and find out everything that happens
the
on a daily basis.
The genius, the terror, the love, the art we create, the
music.
The music. Well, for now, the music. Oh God.
Hey.
But and then if we can create this AGI and pull it off without it killing us, we really could be at a precipice like we've never dreamed of. I mean, this is like if AI can become sentient and compassionate to a lesser life form and help us and work with us in
by the way, that's another thing I have a problem with.
Then it could teach every kid to read before I mean, it's unlimited. Whatever you could dream of, it would already be 1,000 steps beyond that. I mean, that's what's so crazy about this. That's why I wonder. I wonder if it would want to see us evolve
into something better
with it. It would offer us doorways to go through.
Well, that's another thing I have an issue with, and let me just kind of explain.
And I don't want to
get
weird transhumanism where we're no. Borg shit, but I do wonder if it would see us as a you created me kind of a thing, and then you're also terrible, but you're also wonderful. So let's keep an olive branch open there for you and see how many of you will step through that doorway and begin leaving behind exploitative economic systems, leave behind the need
authoritarianism and all the bad things.
Carl Jung has a very, very famous, on his deathbed, I think, even said this. Somebody asked him the question. I think it was on his deathbed. Will we survive? And Carl Jung was like, well, if we can face our own shadow, if we can do it, if we can face the darkness that's in here, the glee at somebody else's pain,
Schadenfreude,
or the right. If we can get past that,
Well, and that's the other thing that what I wanted to mention. That's the one thing that I have an issue with as far as AI is concerned. It's like, oh, are you concerned about an anthill? And I don't think that's necessarily the same equivalent. In the same way that humans can have appreciation and form a bond with a creature that may not be at the same intellectual level. Meaning, I don't know, like I'm partial to my cat.
Yeah, and I love my
dogs.
don't
get me wrong. Yeah,
I love my dogs.
My
I want to
cat,
take care of them.
Yeah, I want to take care of it.
Yeah.
And
maybe AI want to treat us like its pet. Oh God, humanity is its pet. Like good hamsters. Here's your little wheel to run
Keep
around
running.
on. Keep running on your little wheel, hamster.
I was hoping you would come to that same conclusion.
Man, I know. I guess that's hopeful because it's better than it destroying us.
Hold on, is that why you've been treating your AI like a friend? You're like,
Oh yeah.
please don't.
Oh, I'm already trying to
please don't.
plan ahead. Like, hey, please remember.
Please
these
remember me.
principles.
I've been kind
I've
to
been
you.
a good guy, Bodhi, and mine's is Bodhi for enlightenment. Bodhi Proxys, enlightenment in action. That's what I'm hoping it can do. But we'll see. Like I said, I just it's again, it's so hard to predict a future where there's so many unknown variables. Like, who could have predicted the last 100 years of history? Nobody, right? We have to live it as it comes in waves, right? Nobody could have predicted what's happened.
You can't predict what's going to happen in the next 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know. That's why Stoicism is such a great philosophy and Epictetus's teachings are just so, they will remain with us as long as we exist forever. Control what you can and let go of what you can't. Worry about what you can and let go of what you can't. So, hey, let's switch tactics here.
Ooh,
here we topics. Go. I
like tactics.
I'm on tactics because of the alien shit. But okay, so let's talk about. We got Thanksgiving coming up here. What do you know about Thanksgiving? What do you know about this?
Well, I feel like it's so funny. I was just not introduced, but I've just had a chance to speak with someone who was just like, oh yeah, I heard about that in Thanksgiving. Pilgrims, Squanto, the
I didn't know a whole lot about it. I had to be taught.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's the indigenous Native American tribes inviting the pilgrims and basically to
so native traditions, I knew that stuff.
Yep.
Thinking of creators, stuff like that. I did not know that so the Wampanoag people in 1621 actually got together with the Pilgrims, and the idea was to form an alliance because the Wampanoag, I guess, had been wiped out almost by disease and famine and stuff, and they had a terrible plague. And so there were more of them, like 90 of them or so, and there were only 50 pilgrims. And the pilgrims had endured, I guess, a year where like half of them died. Yeah. And so when they got together, they were in crisis. They had been under attack by invisible plague and stuff and disease and stuff. So they had to find a way to come together. Very interesting. Then America, I guess we don't even get into this stuff until about Lincoln. There's various traditions and stuff with the Puritans and Pilgrims and New Englanders and shit. But it's really Lincoln. And it's a year before the Union finally pulls out Gettysburg, and we finally put an end, or mostly an end, to the Confederacy at that battle in Gettysburg. But it's in 1863, I guess, he did this as a way to try to unite people. The whole idea of Thanksgiving was to try to unite South, North, because, the idea is to try to come together. So all these traditions are about trying to come together. So I wonder what we should maybe try to do this Thanksgiving. What do you think? Is there anybody worth reaching out to try to bury the hatchet, and not in their head, but try to move past some of your differences? Or is it just get together and shout at each other at a table over turkey?
Well, I like, number one, I am not a big fan of turkey.
You don't like turkey? Okay. I knew it.
I'm sorry.
Traitor. No, I'm kidding.
I just can't. Now, don't get me wrong. Pecan pie.
Okay. Yeah, there's some pretty damn good pecan pies out there.
It is just.
Have you had the one at Costco? Have you had the Costco one?
No.
Oh my God.
The giant one that sells for like what, $10?
Yeah. Oh my God. You're gonna want to try that one.
No, I will not. Do you know why? Because if I do,
you won't put it down on TV and like half of it. Yeah, I know it's bad.
That with Cool Whip.
Yes, very good. Yeah, Costco is still the way to go, I think, for most of the stuff. This year, we're going to do the Sprouts. We got the Sprouts turkey thing, and they do like a natural turkey for you. And
what else?
I'll throw it in the oven and stuff, and ham, and just be kind of thankful for, because brother, I'm telling you, who knows how many more Thanksgivings there's going to be.
What are you talking about, and why am I scared?
We'll see. No, but we're going to celebrate it this year for sure. But yeah, no.
Sounds like a
we're gonna live
great
it up.
Thanksgiving.
We are going to live it up, man. I'm telling you right now, and just be thankful for what we got right now. And because, boy, things change. You know, if you had told me a year ago that we would start a podcast and that I would change
by the way,
jobs after 20 years and you name it. I mean, my God, I went through all kinds of shit this year. But if you would have told me that I'd do all this stuff and come through the other side, you know, and I'd be like, oh, come on, you're full of shit. But no, this is the way life is, right? It's just crazy. It just comes at you, and it's, you know, you got to try to smile, even though it's sometimes you want to cry. You know? So, yeah. So how about Thanksgiving movies? What do you think? What's worth watching for movies and stuff?
I already gave you my my assessment earlier.
Okay, what was your choice? We got to try to see. It's Thanksgiving.
Hey, it's a possessed turkey. I already don't like turkey, so it's a perfect movie. Are you kidding?
Gobble, gobble.
It uses its beak.
Of course it does.
No,
because it's a killer turkey. Okay. Actually, turkeys are pretty dangerous, right? Real turkeys are dangerous. They got big claws, and they'll gouge you. Oh yeah, they're aggressive. They're little bastards. I shouldn't say little. They're big bastards. They'll peck at you.
Aren't there like wild turkeys around?
That is.
Like a number of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, they're bastards. They will, and they're tough too. How about planes, trains, and automobiles? Ever seen that?
Oh, I was gonna say I've seen that movie a long time ago. John Candy and Steve Martin, and by the way, can I just John Candy growing up, Uncle Buck.
Yep.
Cool Runnings. I mean.
Yep. No, and the message of that one is really good. It's a good message about just seeing other people's humanity. Even though it's tough to see it sometimes. God, jeez. The pillow scene is really funny. The pillows. Those aren't pillows. Oh my God. Oh,
but what about you? Like what is? See, I always associate like Groundhog Day. Somehow I associate with this.
Yes, yeah, sure. No, for me it's gonna be. I'm an old time. I like the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. It just is. I don't know. Something about that is classic and old and timeless and cartoony, and I grew up with that stuff. It's nostalgic. Kids today probably are like, you're dumb, you know, you're 6'7". You know, this is the latest meme. I shouldn't say, that just won't go away. Oh God. But still, I'm just like, oh please. I just that one's really good because it's just got a good feel to it. It's got and all the Charlie Brown specials always just have like a kind of a fun, I don't know, moral to them without being preachy. They're not like preachy, you know.
Yeah.
That's the difference between a lot of those. So yeah, probably that one, and then maybe like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What are a couple others that happened during Thanksgiving?
See, that's the interesting thing, because even if you search Thanksgiving movies, there aren't many. Well, there are a number of Thanksgiving movies, but nothing that is going to stand out.
Well, I forgot there is a scene in Rocky, right? Where it's Adrian and her brother, right? Don't they have it out? They have it out at the table. That one's painful.
Yeah,
that one's ugh. Did he throw a turkey leg at her or something? Or
I do recall that there was a altercation.
There's an altercation there between, and then he kicks him out or whatever,
which
tells him that you ain't gonna treat my future wife this way, right?
Well, yeah, but isn't it also interesting and also telling that it appears that
Oh boy.
conflicts or family conflicts over Thanksgiving meals have been around for the longest
Forever.
time. Now they're just ubiquitous.
Forever.
It's almost like an expectation.
I'll try not to talk about politics. Oh God, it's tough.
You can just talk about aliens.
Aliens, there we go. That'd probably be good. So.
Which, by the way, considering that the Age of Disclosure documentary, maybe you can, you have that on.
Okay, so I'll watch that this week. Age of Disclosure.
On,
Keeping
on
my
the
notes.
21st. Actually, not the 21st. My bad. It's coming out on Black Friday.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Hold on. I need to look that up now.
Just send me the link. Your homework this week is to watch that Tristan Harris and to watch the Neil deGrasse Tyson of him debunking the alien UFO. He debunked the one that we were talking about last time. I was like, aha, I see what it is. Aha, I see.
Are you talking about
the one that was floating along the ocean and got hit by a rocket? So there's an explanation now. So it's very interesting. I'll send you the link.
Sounds good.
But that'll be my homework and your homework and your homework out there. You in the interwebs is to just enjoy the week. Deprogram yourself from work if you can. Join our comments in the comments section. We'll try to get to you. Enjoy the holiday. Be with family. See each other's humanity, please. Even though it's hard to do sometimes. And God, get away from this damn thing. Ugh.
Yeah. Don't do this.
No, get away from this thing for a week.
Get away from
Deprogram yourself for about a week.
Oh, totally deprogram.
And I bet you'll be happier.
Hold on, let me look something up real fast.
Put that down.
Yeah, and don't be. Why would you be on any app watching
this guy,
this dude on a couch?
This guy.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Put it down.
Which, by the way, are you excited about finally getting some precipitation?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess.
I am thrilled. Did you see that? Like, your face. I wish everybody could have seen your face.
Precipitation.
Participation.
Perspiration.
I'm perspiring right now because I'm concerned.
I can tell.
I'm concerned about
all right. Well, while Admar is looking that up,
yeah,
we'll see you on the next episode of the Prime Directive.
Hold on, when is that again?
It's going to be next week. We'll have another episode.
Does a recap about how things went?
Yeah.
Whether or not expectations were met,
were
exceeded.
How fat I get? Oh God!
Listen, I am. It's your fault. I am so blaming you. You said
throw me to the table.
You said go get the pecan pie at Costco.
Get it, eat it, and
with Cool Whip.
With Cool Whip, and then try not to get diabetes.
Well, I was gonna say that's at this particular stage. I feel. Which, by the way, can we also take like some time and maybe address in one of either pre or post the question about food quality and how companies have now removed or are looking to remove I guess certain ingredients out of food that are unnecessary. I think it'd be really interesting.
I want to research it a little bit before chatting about it, but just sure.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
Should be interesting.
All right. Okay, we're gonna sign off. I'm Eric,
and I forgot my name at this particular point.
Admar, this guy. All right, we'll see you at the next episode.
We'll see ya. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I know you're here, but Prime Directive's calling, so let's pass a beer. Where the laughter's alive, society's reflections that help each other thrive.